Hi, you guys. Welcome back to OMG. So, this episode, I don't know, man. It's like this episode is going to be different because yesterday, I actually took the time out to listen to each episode that I've posted on this since I started, right? And I talk some good stuff. And it's just like, when certain instances or situations come my way, how am I lost? So I went back and I listened to it, and it's kind of like you don't preach what you don't practice. So listening to that, it's like I'm starting to see to like a certain extent that I have to learn how to regain my confidence in myself. Like, I know the type of person I am. I know the type of woman I am. I know what I deserve. I know what I'm worth. You know what I'm saying? That's why I preach about how we can't sit here and not be the best person that we're meant to be, that we can be, that we are because of a situation or for someone else. If you know, like in your life, you deserve this, you're going to get this. This is what you've worked so hard from for. You came from wherever y'all came from. Of course, everyone has a bad place at some point in their life. You came from a bad place, and it's like to get where you are now and not get what you want. That's crazy to me. Like, that's crazy. And it's like, if you don't get it done, or like you don't get it in the end, the only person that you're going to have issues with, that you're going to say, you did this to me, I resent you for it, is yourself. You can't resent no one else. You just can't. You cannot. Who are you going to resent? You can't resent nobody. Can't nobody force you to do something that you don't want to do. Can't nobody stop you from doing and getting what you want in this life. Like I always say, we came in this world alone. We are going to die alone. Stop thinking that people are going to be with you forever. They're not going to. They're not going to. When I tell you feelings change, I mean like feelings change. You just don't know. That's why you have to always, like when I say always, you have to always make sure that you're looking out for yourself. You have to. I'm not saying that everyone in your corner, everyone out here is waiting for you to fail. That's not the gist of it. The gist of it, though, is if you're trying to make something happen and you don't have any encouragement, or you don't feel like, hey man, if I do this, I might be alone getting this done by myself, or I'm not gonna have my people here with me. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay to be alone. It's okay to start ventures by yourself. It's just okay. And the reason why I brought me up, as always, I'm a very personal person. I get personal. This is my podcast. I have you guys are as my listeners. When I go through something, I talk to y'all. Y'all are literally like my diary. So it's just like, personally, it's like certain issues in life that I'm going through right now. And like I talked about the last episode, society, how society messes you up. And like I always say, I just feel like I should be way further than where I am right now. And it's like when things don't happen like that, I can't put that on no one else, because if this is my life, I have to get it done. And if it even boils down to you're too scared to get it done, then that's your fault. That's on you all the way. And it's like, I just have to come to an understanding, girl. Whatever don't happen in life, it's your fault. It's just on you. And Yeah, man. Like it's crazy. And when I tell y'all that like in Georgia, like I was so messed up. I mean like messed up. Like before I would start my day, trust me, I'm no alcoholic, but to before I started my day knowing that I was going into a messed up situation, knowing that no one there liked me and everyone wanted me to fail, like no one was on my side. I had no positive feedback, none of that. And like I always tell ya, my mouth is a problem. Like I have a really bad problem. I have a really bad temper. So to avoid all of that, I'm like, you know what? Let's just take a shot. Let's just drink. Let's just drink a little something before we start this day. Because if I am tipsy and stuff like that, the stuff that you say to me, it's really not gonna bother me like that. Cause I'm gonna just sit there and laugh with you. Like it is what it is. And it's like when it comes down to little instances like that, like when we don't want to deal with the realism of the world, of our situation, we like to cope. We like to cope with sitting here, hey, don't trip. I just need one drink. That's it. Or, hey, I need to go smoke for a minute. Or, hey, I'm going to leave the place that I pay rent at and just be out in these streets. That's crazy to me. You pay rent there. What are you out in these streets for? That's crazy. We have to start learning how to deal with ourselves and stop looking for coping mechanisms because at some point in life these coping mechanisms they're not going to work like they should anymore when you know good and well all you had to do was just get yourself together. And how I always talk about, when it comes down to rough times and everything, just sit there and pray. I did that last night. I prayed. Like when I say I prayed. And it's like I felt good for the moment, but even after prayer it's like you just don't understand. Like you just don't know why. I always talk about prayer, but last night it hit me a little different because it's like after I prayed, it's like I got it out my system and I wasn't holding on to it anymore because I gave it to him to help me with it. But it's still hard, man. But I sound better than I did yesterday. So a little something's going on. So the gist of this episode, it was just keep continuing. Like don't stop. Life is hard as it is. When you trying to be a better version of you, a better version of you, that's even harder. And if you're like doing it by yourself, that's three times harder because you have to fight within yourself to get over that fear. You have to fight the world that's trying to make sure you don't come out A1. And then you probably got people in your corner or whatever that's telling you you can't do that or just give it a minute and stuff like that. But we have to stop letting everyone else make us feel like not feel like, make them get in your mind to let you know this is something that you will never be able to do. This is something you can't do. We got to get that out of us because if I came in by myself, understand that I'm damn sure leaving by myself. You're not gonna come with me. I could see if this was like a teammate from life to death, I will understand and appreciate and follow everything you've given to me. But life don't work like that though. So, like I said, this is just keep continuing. As usual, it was a pleasure speaking to you guys. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Alrighty, you guys, have a good day.